Even though Andre's book literally has a fabric in its title, it's filled with the naked truth about his life experiences. I want to get into some of his revelations with Chiffon Your Mark, Get Set, Dish. Okay, Andre, when working on Madonna's first Vogue cover in 1989, she introduced herself to you by asking if you wanted a blowjob. What was your impression of her that day?
Well, I was totally impressed with Madonna. I'd flown in from Paris with a trunk load of couture clothes. I walk in and she comes in and she looks at me and it's just two of us in the dressing room. Do you want a blowjob? And I had to just go chill. I went into like iceberg formation. Iceberg, because I'm representing Vogue, and I thought, And I said, oh, no, thank you. And then I thought about it, and maybe she was setting me up. She was setting me up, or she was really being serious. But I think she was setting me up to go like, oh, girl, what are you talking about?
On a scale from 1 to 10, how freaked out were you when you accidentally spilled red wine into Princess Diana's lap?
10. 10 plus 20. I thought
and she reacted very well, right? She was very cool about it, right?
Very cool about it. She took a napkin and just wiped it off her skirt and said, this is nothing. I thought that I would never be invited anywhere again.
You wrote that Halston used to have you over for dinner where dessert would just be a small mountain of cocaine. Who was the most indulgent at dessert time?
Oh! Well, easily Victor Hugo. The lover of Halston. The deceased lover of Victor Hugo, a former escort person.
You know, you've described your book as a love letter to Anna Wintour, but you also said she is, quote, not capable of simple human kindness. I know you sent her the galley, you were telling me before the show, and she has read it. You said there were a few things she wanted out of the book. What did she want out of the book, and how's your relationship now?
She wanted out of the book that she was no longer with her ex-boyfriend, Shelby Bryan, out. She wanted out any references to her daughter's wedding, because it was a private affair, out. And anything that had to do with her family, out. And I thought after she read the galley, I would have heard from her, but I have not. And since the book has been printed, I've never heard from her. And I can only hope, as this is an epistle, all of her friends, by the way, adore the book. Dion von Furstenberg supports the book. Dion von Furstenberg, you know, and she's a friend of yours. She loves the book. Annette de la Renta adores the book. So there's no reason for her not to see that this is an epistle of love.
You speak a lot about the impact that Diana Vreeland had on your career and life. If you had to pinpoint the biggest lesson you learned from her, what would it be? Be
bold and be super confident and shoulders forward thrust and breathe and just be bold, be what you believe, say what you believe, and someone will listen to you. Just go for it.
All right, well, you clearly have taken that advice. Thank you, Andre.